And into the end zone for a touchdown goes Marcel Jackson.
Well, not much you can say that except that I think that Argon has executed their offense pretty well in this second half.
Very, very well. So the extra point is up, and it is good. And it is a 24-7 lead for the Dons.
Well, Menlo has that quick scoring ability. So what you would hope and what you want is, for them to go ahead and either get a great kickoff return, maybe a score there on the return, but they need to go ahead and score, and unfortunately they need to score quickly so they can go ahead and, get an onside or get the ball back again. So it's, the clock is working against them now. So they need a good return. It looks like they're getting it.
Yeah, it is a big return here down the far side of the field. Pulled down from behind near the 48-yard line. Another excellent return on this one by Zach Chase. So Zach's had a couple nice plays.
Now, they don't have to score in one play, but what they'd like to do is score quickly. Yeah, they'll take it in one play. They'll take it in two if they can just, boom, boom, get it in the end zone in a hurry. So that's what needs to happen here. And obviously, Argon is going to try and, not give up long plays, big plays.
And again to throw. That's incomplete.
So still the same man coverage, still blitzing with a stacked linebacker. You'll see one of these linebackers coming through, I think. And you'll see man coverage.
5.5 minutes to go. Pass near side. That's complete. Stasny on the move inside the 40. Ducks
Good
out of
play.
bounds.
Nice play there. So make your catch, make the yardage you can, and then get out of bounds. First downs and out of bounds stops the clock. The first downs momentarily.
1st and 10. 3 receivers far side. Ball is loose. Can't find it. And Argon jumps on it. And it's going to be a turnover.
Recovered by the Dons.
So a big play there as Menlo was moving downfield. And it's going to be a turnover there. Heads up play that time by Daniel Mejia.
Well, there certainly haven't been many turnovers in this game. And that came at an inopportune time. So I doubt that Argon will throw the ball at all. I mean, they're going to put it in the bag, and that's that. So, what you have to do defensively, if you can, is try to strip. The first player makes the tackle. The second guy pops the ball if they can. Obviously, yardage is secondary. You want to get the ball. Again, straight ahead, and Argon is doing what they've done pretty well in the second half for sure.
And one thing I did want to point out, we've talked about how Argon is somewhat dominated here in the second half, but it's a good football team. It's not, they run this offense very, very well. They're not 6-1 overall here for no reason. So
that's absolutely correct, and they've done a good job defensively, obviously, because they put a lot of pressure on the passer, and they played a lot of man coverage. They didn't give up any big plays. So what you said is true, Casey. You got to give your opponent credit, I think, at times. And now they're back to that power eye. They've run that on the goal line. They've run it out when they had short yardage. So, it doesn't look, it's not a thing of beauty maybe, but it's been very efficient.
Yeah, you run that power eye effectively, and it looks like a military unit running downfield with everybody in front of you, and nice little convoy. As a flag comes in late, there's a little extracurriculars there after the tackle. So we'll see who this goes against.
Well, the unfortunate thing is that the outcome is pretty much decided and determined now. So it's just yardage, and personal foul is going to go against Menlo. But you want to play and play hard. I think it's been a hard fought, and a well played game. Unfortunately, right now it appears that Menlo is going to be on the short end of it. And they're not defense properly.
Right up the middle that time. Jackson down to the 2.
I didn't think they were.
And every time I've noticed that the quarterback for Argon, Dominic Proya, runs over to the sideline every time. And there seems to be only 3 plays. I'm sorry.
Well, he wants to get which of the 3?
I guess so. They give it to Jackson again, and he goes into the line.
Which one of the 3 do you want, Coach? Well, it's been efficient, but not pretty. All right, good defense there. As Eisler thinking that one of the first guys in on it, but then a good team defense. And
Hitch it to Jackson outside. This time. He tries to cut to the outside. Flag here, but he is near the goal line. And I believe they're going to call him into the end zone, but there is a penalty marker.
Right. I think it may be a hold against Aragon. I believe it's against Aragon, but yeah. It was either that or defensive holding, which I didn't think was going to happen. But so that'll back him up. What looked like an apparent touchdown is not. And so now, Menlo can still get a defensive touchdown, possibly pop the ball out or get a turnover.
And off outside this time to the goal line again.
Very close.
And officials talking it over. It's going to be 4th and goal.
Well, until they, get in the end zone or until they turn the ball over, Menlo's hope is to score on defense. Wouldn't be the first 99-yard touchdown run that I've seen.
So on 4th and a yard, they're going to try and punch it in. They hand it off right up the middle, and Jimenez into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown run of the game. And Aragon extends the lead. It's 30-7.
Well, Menlo gave it a great effort, but couldn't stop him here on this 4th down play. So they extend the lead, and now I think what Menlo's going to try and do is just ball hits the no good. Yeah, Menlo will do I think is try to get out of here without any injuries now, and get ready for their next opponent, who's a pretty good one.
It is a good one.
Woodside.
Against the Wildcats.
Right. So let's see if they squib it.
It's going to be it's going to roll out of bounds. So about 30 seconds to go.
So you have one or two choices here. You take the ball on 35 or make them kick it again. I think if they kick it again, it'll be that squib again. So I think Menlo will take it. They do on the 35. Now you see a 3-man rush, and you see a lot of coverage.
Ball's batted down. Excuse me. It'll be 2nd down here for Menlo.
So this is probably 3 rush, 5 under, 3 deep, or that's what the zone looks like.
Quick pass to Stasny.
Timeout, Menlo.
So it'll be 2nd down here when the Knights bring it back out.
Double pass, maybe? Nope.
No. It's going to be Reed streaking down the far side. Goes out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Chris Reed fighting for every yard still here in this one.
So Menlo will get another opportunity, and they may go to the end zone with this one. I think there's such little time left that that's about all you can do, about 10 seconds left.
Hennigan definitely has the arm for it. Quick pass out to the left. Here's Parker. He's got blockers in front of him. Max down to the 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 25.
Well, there's still time now. That should not have taken 10 seconds, I don't believe. We'll see if they can get one more play, and then I think on this one they'll need to go to the end zone. It just depends on whether they gave him, yes, they did. Time on the clock.
3 seconds to go. Mayer in the backfield next to Hennigan. 4 receivers. Jack looking down the center of the field. Now throws. That's caught, but it's going to be short of the end zone. And that's going to do it. So Aragon puts the final stamp on a 30-7 victory over the Menlo Knights. And the teams will shake hands at midfield. Ray, it was pretty much a second-half clinic here by the Aragon Dons as they got that offense rolling. They controlled the clock, they controlled the ball, and eventually they controlled the game and ended up winning it pretty easily.
Well, the points on the scoreboard will show, a large deficit, but I think it was a good game, and unfortunately for Menlo, they could not go ahead and stop what was a running machine here in the second half. But hard-fought, well-played game. Very few turnovers, that's for sure. And now what Menlo has to do is kind of lick their wounds, get ready for Woodside. and hope that you can go ahead and come back, get a good performance out of your team, and ready to go next week.
You pop in the videotape, you take a look at what you need to do, and you move on. That's what's the best part about high school football, about any football in that case. That's going to do it for us here from Aragon as the Dons take this one 30-7 over the Menlo Knights. We'll catch up with you next week as Menlo takes on Woodside, and we'll have it for you right here on CCSA.